Good afternoon. Welcome. You're tuned into CNN News 18 with me, Avantika Singh. Our big story is the entire row over the tiny island that is now in Sri Lankan territory, Katchatheevu. After the Prime Minister's strong criticism of the Congress and the DMK over Katchatheevu, the Foreign Minister Jaishankar today joined the debate where he continued to criticize both parties, asserting how the Gandhi family always viewed the island to be a bit of a nuisance that led to its cession to Sri Lanka in the year 1974. Mr. Jaishankar also emphasized that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was the first Prime Minister, had attached very little importance to the significance of this island and how former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi had referred to it as one tiny little rock. He was highlighting their indifference to such a serious matter at that time. In response, the Congress retaliated, questioning just why the BJP government couldn't reclaim the island from Sri Lanka, to which Mr. Jaishankar countered the attack by highlighting that at least 6,000 fishermen were currently detained under Sri Lankan government that has created fear among them to enter the area. Further sharpening its attack on the DMK, the union minister claimed that both parties, that's the Congress and the DMK, have repeatedly evaded any responsibility and rejected historical evidence.
Fact is, they simply did not care. And to demonstrate that, I think if one looks at, again, this is there in one of the documents of the released under RTI. This is an observation by the then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru in May of 1961. He writes, I attach no importance at all to this little island, and I would have no hesitation in giving up our claim to it. I do not like matters like this pending indefinitely, called G. Vishwanathan from Tamil Nadu. And he says, this is I'm quoting from Parliament records, we are worried about Diego Garcia, thousands of miles away from Indian territory. But we are not worried about this small island. When we speak of it, the Prime Minister, he's talking about Indira Gandhi ji, the Prime Minister is said to have remarked in the AICC meeting that this is a little rock. As you can see, this is not just one Prime Minister, whether it was Pandit Nehru or whether it was Indira Gandhi. This very dismissive attitude, this little rock, this small island of no importance. This was the historic Congress attitude towards Katchatheevu. Now, again, please don't think it's an individual view. This was actually, in a way, had seeped into the party thinking. It is important for the people of Tamil Nadu to know the truth about a very emotive issue on which the public has been misled for many, many years. The purpose, there is only one purpose for this press conference. That purpose is the public has the right to know. The public in Tamil Nadu particularly has a right to know about an issue on which there has been so much debate in the last 50 years.
This settlement was arrived at in 1974 and 1976 after prolonged negotiations. If the Honorable Prime Minister is referring to a recent RTI reply, he should ask for the RTI reply on 27th January 2015, when I believe Mr. Jaishankar was the Foreign Secretary. And that reply was signed by one Dr. Anjan, an Under-Secretary or Deputy Secretary at the NEA.
They simply just didn't care. That is what the External Affairs Minister, Mr. Jaishankar, had to say over the revelations that have been made through the RTI Act. So what really do the documents reveal? Well, the first revelation is that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru declared that he attached no importance to what he called a little island. The second revelation, which has been highlighted by the BJP government through the Foreign Minister and the Prime Minister himself, and I quote, that Nehru said he wouldn't hesitate to give up claim on this very crucial island which is of strategic importance. The third revelation was that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru didn't intend to raise the matter with Sri Lanka. In fact, he wanted this matter to be resolved at the earliest. The fourth revelation is that the former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in fact called it uninhabited cluster of sand and rock. She went on to call it a tiny rock, and she as well was very in agreement to give away this island as well and get the matter resolved. The fifth revelation was that the Tamil Nadu government at that time under Karunanidhi was informed about negotiating with Sri Lanka about the island being given away. The sixth revelation that has now come to light through the RTI document is that the then Chief Minister had said that he was inclined to accept solution. The seventh revelation is that Karunanidhi said that he just might not be in a position to make Tamil Nadu opposition accept a compromise, with Karunanidhi saying that he couldn't really take a public stand in favor of it for political reasons. Now remember, the DMK and the AIDMK for the longest time have been very staunch supporters and sympathizers of the Tamil Nadu fishermen. The ninth revelation that have been come to light is that the then Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Karunanidhi had assured that he will not allow reaction to be played up. So massive politics that one is getting to see now, and we have a couple of political reactions also on this entire matter. Let's play them out.
When people are rejecting them again, they want a diversionary tactics. Their discrimination towards Tamil Nadu is well known. AIIMS Madurai is not even started. All the projects in Tamil Nadu has not even started. Only foundation stone, only one brick is there in everywhere. This kind of discrimination against Tamil Nadu, they want a diversionary tactic. We will, India government, we will raise our voice to take back Katchatheevu. But in 10 years, they had failed to do that thing.
आज concealment, conspiracy और collusion इन तीन C's का जो खुलासा हुआ है कच्चातीवू के संदर्भ में कि किस प्रकार से भारत के एक अभिन्न अंग, केवल एक जमीन का टुकड़ा नहीं, एक ऐसी भूमि जो भारत और तमिल का एक हिस्सा था और जिससे तमिलनाडु के मछुआरों की जीवनी और जिंदगी और सुरक्षा जुड़ी हुई थी, उसको कंसीलमेंट, कॉन्स्पिरेसी और कल्यूजन से कांग्रेस और डीएमके के प्रथम परिवार ने सौंप दिया थाली में.
ADMK that with regards to Katchatheevu, DMK always has given away the rights of the people of Tamil Nadu, whether it's Katchatheevu, whether it's Kaveri issue, whether it's Mullai Periyar issue. It has always been ADMK which is a harbinger which makes sure that rights are got, whether it's through Supreme Court, whether it's through political ways. We have always stood for the rights of people of Tamil Nadu. But DMK, it is a very well-known fact that 1974, 1976, DMK in collision with Congress had made sure that what was part of India has been ceded away to Sri Lanka.
So, but we opposed to giving away Katchatheevu to Sri Lanka. We had passed a resolution in the assembly. We had spoken in the parliament, and we had our CM also had gone to Supreme Court against the cessation of Katchatheevu after 76. So we were never in favor of that giving away Katchatheevu to Sri Lanka. In 1974, it is not the question. The question of giving away Katchatheevu did not arise during 76 when the DMK was not in power here. That clause was removed. So we opposed it.
I'm going to go straight across now to CNN News 18's Aman Sharma for the very latest. Aman, so just why did the Prime Minister, just why did the centre rake up this issue after all these years? Was it to highlight the significance of public awareness, or was it to expose the duplicity and the double standards of the DMK?
Well, I think both, Avantika. And the Prime Minister this is not the first time the Prime Minister raised it. He's raised it earlier also on the floor of the Parliament when he mentioned the Katchatheevu issue and asked the Congress that it was Indira Gandhi government which gave away this Abhin Ang of India off to Sri Lanka and why it was done. Now what has triggered the present debate is this RTI application documents, not seen before documents which the government has provided to K. Annamalai, the BJP state president in Tamil Nadu, also the candidate from Coimbatore. These documents are now revealing new factors. Number one, it is revealing what was Jawaharlal Nehru's thinking over Katchatheevu. And the point that has been highlighted in this RTF, I read out those lines to you. This is Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru's own statement. I attach no importance at all to this little island, and I would have no hesitation in giving up our claim to it. This is what Jawaharlal Nehru said on 10th May 1961 on a file. These are the document. This is the observation of Mr. Nehru which has been recorded. This was against the opinion of the government's own Attorney General MC Setalvad, whose opinion is also recorded just below this, where Mr. MC Setalvad said that it appears to me that the balance lies in the favor of concluding that the sovereignty of the island was and is in India. So the AG saying something, the Prime Minister saying something else, and 13 years later, this is 1961, and 13 years later in 1974, we see India ceding this island to Sri Lanka, and India did this, the centre did this after taking the DMK, the ruling party in Tamil Nadu at that time, then the Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi, into confidence. That is the second big revelation which has come from these never before seen documents. If you go to the page 14 of this particular document, it is very clear that the then Foreign Secretary had flown down to Chennai to meet Mr. M. Karunanidhi, and after this meeting, what Mr. Karunanidhi tells him is that, if you see here, he clearly says that he is in agreement. He says that the Chief Secretary of the Tamil Nadu was also present in this meeting. On the substance of the proposal, the Chief Minister indicated that he was inclined to accept the suggested solution. Mr. Karunanidhi was inclined to accept the suggested solution. This is what is being said, and later Mr. Karunanidhi even said that for political reasons he can't take a stand in public in favor of this decision, but he will ensure that the reaction to this in Tamil Nadu is kept low-key. So in a way, the BJP is exposing not just the Congress but also the DMK's hypocritical attitude, and this is going to be a major issue, Avantika, coming into the Tamil Nadu elections, which polls just in the first phase. The BJP is going to make this a major issue in the elections now, to question that how the Congress and the DMK have been compromising with the country's territorial integrity.
Oh, absolutely, and it also exposes their complicity in the entire decision of handing over the island to Sri Lanka, when the DMK have been a long-term sympathizers of the Tamil fishermen's cause and their safety. Aman, kindly stay on with me. I'll just